Etsy just announced something pretty big. It's something they're calling gift teasers. And I'm not quite sure how this is going to affect us sellers or getting more sales. I think it can be probably a really good thing. I think we should dig into it a little bit and see exactly what they're saying and how this is going to impact sellers and buyers. So Chris, if you could pull up the article and maybe you could help us out here and let us know exactly what this looks like.
So we saw this come out, Scott, I think it was a few weeks ago when it was first announced, the beginning of the month. And what they ended up doing was it was a slow rollout. And so in doubling, tripling, quintupling down on gift mode, what Etsy has done is they've started to incorporate what they're calling a gift teaser. Most people would probably refer to this as like a gift message, but it's a little fancier than that. And so what they're allowing people to do is mark an item on Etsy that they are purchasing specifically as a gift. And what they're saying is, it allows people to send a digital preview. So what that is still really kind of yet to be seen. It is limited to physical items at this point. But what they are doing is saying, hey, you're getting this cool thing coming. And they said, if you are marking things as something you want to send a gift teaser, it sends a gift message to the shop manager. So when somebody buys something and they mark it as a gift teaser, they mark it as a gift in the back end, which I haven't seen that starting to come through yet, but I think that's kind of cool. And then they will send the gift teaser to the recipient of that gift. So I'm assuming they're going to have you drop in the email address of that person as well to make sure that they get that gift teaser. And so this is something they think is going to increase the virality, for lack of a better term, of gift mode, because people are going to start seeing that they're getting gifts from Etsy. Etsy sending them this little digital preview of what they're going to get. And then when it ships and is delivered, they get the physical product as well. So just as a general idea, Scott, what are your thoughts on going in and having Etsy on your behalf send a little preview? And do you think that will change the uptake and the usage of gift mode by people?
Yeah, honestly, I don't really see. I'm thinking of myself as the buyer. If I'm getting, I'm thinking, okay, let's just say my father, okay, I'm going to buy him a gift. It's his birthday. Why do I want to give him something or let him know his gift before he receives it? Like, to me, I think it spoils the surprise. So I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe you can fill in the blanks, Chris, if there's something I am missing, but I don't really understand how it's going to work for someone that's receiving the gift. Because, okay, let's say that I got my father a special, he's a bowler. So let's say that I got him a special bowling bag that's personalized with his name on it. I wouldn't want him to receive a message saying, you're getting this gift. Look, be on the lookout for it, because it's going to tell him what it is. So it's kind of like getting a list of what you're getting for Christmas before Christmas morning and you open up your gifts. I don't understand, Chris. I'm a little confused by this gift teaser thing. Is there more to it, or am I just missing something?
So I think the argument that I could make for this is twofold. As somebody who doesn't always see their parents for, Christmas, birthdays, whatever.
Yeah.
If it's not going to show up on the day, and I know it's not because it's a personalized gift, then that might be cool. And I don't know what the level, because I haven't purchased a gift on Etsy since then, and I haven't seen a ton of digging into this yet. But if I could set the day that it's going to show up, right? So I know my dad's birthday is April 29th, I hope, I think. Now he's going to call me out on that. Let's just say it's April 29th. I know the gift isn't going to show up until May 1st. If I could go in as the buyer and say, hey, on April 29th, make sure he sends this, and we'll show you the preview here in just a second, but make sure this gets sent to him. That would be really cool, because then it's like, hey, I didn't forget your birthday. I don't have to get on the phone and explain to him that I didn't forget his birthday and that it really is on the way. That I could see. The other thing that I could see, if you look at something like Amazon, and I know, Scott, Amazon was not a thing when you were married, but Amazon gift registries are a thing. Target has wedding registries.
Sure.
And what they do is they kind of strike things off the list when people purchase them automatically. And so you, as the person getting married, would know what you're getting, but you don't necessarily know who it's from until you get it, right? And so what this is doing is giving you a little bit of a preview for that. And I want to share this really quick using an example that we looked at previously, just to get your opinion on what this looks like. Yeah. And so if we take a look at this, right? This is what the gift preview looks like. So they're sending this, and it
Okay.
is grayed out. So if they want to ruin the surprise for themselves, they can. I know
Oh,
the
okay.
concern from a lot of people is, and I'm thinking of my grandmother here, right, who was religious about crossing off, leaving price tags on things so that you could return it, but
Right.
crossing off the price or
Right.
stickering out the price, right? No price involved, so they don't know what it is. Although I'm assuming if you're giving someone a picture of it and they can click to reveal it, that they could just go over to Etsy and find it because they know who it's coming from. But that's neither here nor there. They could also just Google the price of it and figure it out. But it is basically just saying, hey, get excited. You're getting this thing. Here's when we think it's going to be there. And then they give you the little who it's from thing and potentially a picture of the image that they can open if they want to see what it is. So it won't necessarily fully spoil the surprise. It doesn't do that other than to say, hey, this is a neat little way for the recipient to be able to track
Mhm.
when they're getting a gift. And it gives people a little bit of awareness about gift mode. So now that you've seen it, does this change your opinion in any way? Do you think even doing it this way would spoil it for the person? Or do you think this is a nice way to kind of bridge that gap if you're in one of those weird situations where it might not arrive on time? What are your thoughts after seeing what this looks like?
Well, yeah, and I think not just seeing that, but seeing what our comments have came in on this video, and I think a funny one here is, and this is totally true. It's for husbands who forget Valentine's Day and don't want a black eye. I mean, yeah, I would agree. It's probably great for that. But yeah, I think and I'm seeing it here. It's nice to still be able to give someone something if it ends up delayed or you forget until it's late. I think the forgetting and it's going to be late, I definitely think covers you. And I think it's good for that use. I don't, and I hope that it's a feature that you can say, I want to use it, I don't want to use it, which I probably will be. I don't like it that it's going to be like, if you want the option to be set, then it's going to, it's going to let them reveal it. But I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to check a box. So if that's the case, then I'm okay with it. And I think then it does serve that purpose. Because if I was going to be late, this way here, you're not really late. You're just saying like, hey, something's coming. I wanted to let you know it's going to be a little bit late. If you want to take a sneak peek, you can cheat a little bit and you can reveal it. But if you don't want to, let it be a surprise. I kind of like that. I think if it's built for that reason, then I think I'm sold. I like it for that reason.
And I think that's the use case that I would use this for as a buyer.
Yeah.
Like, perfect example. I didn't go home last year at Christmas. I sent a bunch of stuff. I actually bought a lot of things from Etsy that were customized that said originally they were going to ship and be there on time, but I knew probably weren't going to be, just based on purchasing it the first week of December, right? So, instead of sending everything to my parents' house where the rest of my family was going to be, I sent gifts to everybody's house, knowing that they would probably arrive the 26th, 27th of December. So if I would have had this as an option, that would have been cool. What I did instead was I bought like a little thing on Amazon Prime that signified the thing that they were getting, and then included like a note, right, with that to be like, this isn't your actual gift, right? Here's the thing that you're gonna get. It's way cooler than the fake, mini baseball bat that I bought you on Amazon or whatever it is. It'll show up at your house in a few days. So that use case, I think, would make a lot of sense. And Scott, you said if they make it a checkbox option, and that's exactly what they did. So it's up to the individual buyer.
Got it.
If they want to be able to turn this on or not.
Okay.
And we are going to start seeing this pop up more and more underneath between the selectors. So if there's any variations or customizations, and the
Sure.
buy now or add to cart buttons. And if you want to see a preview of what it would look like, you can do that. Now, the thing that's kind of annoying with this is it's not clickable at all. So I don't know what image they're going to use. I'm assuming they're just going to use whatever the main thumbnail image, that first image from the image slot here. But we can tell even in this preview, it's not related to the product at all. Like, this is what appears to be pictures of a dog behind this, and not, our rock, paper, scissors, cat sweatshirt that we're looking at here in the listing. But it is kind of cool to see, what the person would get. And if anybody had any doubt about checking it, they can do that. So something new to Etsy. Will this increase conversion rates? Will this increase sales? Will this increase uses of gift mode? I don't know. I think it's really nice for the buyer, and it really does kind of function as a nice little notification to the person that you're giving a gift to. But I don't think this will make people buy things. Personally, it's probably a little bit self-promotional from Etsy. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah.
I don't know that it's a game changer for sellers or any of those kinds of things, but it's a nice little feature if they're getting more into the gift mode that will help people that are in kind of a weird situation where something might not show up on time.
Yeah. And I would say, I think if people start to be aware that this is an option, then if you're late for a gift, you'll probably think about it. So that's going to come down to their marketing. Are they going to market it? And how are they going to market it? And then also, how much buzz does it get? Or how much do people get conditioned to know, like, oh, I can do this on Etsy. I'm going to go there because I'm running late and they're not going to get it on time. And I think that's fine. So I'd be curious in the comments. Let us know. Do you think this is a good thing? You think it's a bad thing? Let us know in the comments. And well, there you go. A little update and a new feature rollout from Etsy. So let us know if you're going to be using it.